Connecting. Hey, hello, welcome to the pre-show for Mind Pockets 103. How are we all doing? Look at this. What is this? What is this? I think I should shave. Maybe, we'll see. How's everybody doing? All right, let's go find my hat. I have no idea where my hat is. Let's move pics over here a little bit. Pics. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Hold on, I gotta go find my hat. All right, I'm back. I'm back. How is everybody doing? All right, got my water, got my buttons. All right. Where's Courtney? All right, let's figure out where my computer goes. Tilts it just a little bit. Because I noticed that my sight lines are all fucked up. So I like to look at the screen here and over here. Why am I whispering? My God. Oh. All right, let's turn this all the way up. All right. Do I have any cool pre-show conversation to have? Anybody got anything you want to talk about during the pre-show? I don't have much. Oh, shoot. I do have something to show later. Oh, where would I put it? Let's do it like this. I got a shout out from somebody earlier this week. Let's go media source 2. We're going to search for this one.
Anyway,
Let's check out what
little algo.
All right, let's do. All right, we're just going to prep it right now. We're going to see what it looks like. There you go. You'll probably see it again on Monday, and you'll get a bigger picture of it. But um, yeah, look how cool this is. Let's see. Where is slideshow? Is the slideshow even playing? It is, but is there no volume for it? Can you guys hear me? Microphone is good. I have no movement on my pre-show. So why does the pre-show look like it's not playing music? Cancel. That's so weird. Um, Speakers. That's what. Okay, maybe some on my side, on my speaker side. Okay. No. No. Yes. Good. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. It's proceeding prepped right now. See what it looks like. Why is there no music playing? You're proceeding again on Monday. You get a bigger picture of it. Okay. Because the okay. Why am I losing my mind? Because the one is playing, the other one is not, but the timer is going. But there's no music with it. Did I inadvertently turn the music? Like, I have no idea what I did. I'm going to look. Like, I wanted to. It doesn't make sense. I wanted to have deleted it, like the intro music, but it's counting down. Uh, None of this is making sense to me right now. I have 2 minutes to figure it out. I shit you not. I deleted. That makes no sense. I legit deleted the intro music. That's why you're not hearing anything. That is adorable, Ben. Oh, what are you doing with your life, guy? Why would I take it off? That doesn't make any sense. All right. Well, at least, all right. Well, at least that way I'm confident it's gonna fucking fix here in a second. Um, all right. I guess I can play you the other thing then. I'll play it again one more, but um, let's do.
Anyway, the point of this is that he sent us a little algo cartoon, and I'm not going to read it because that would ruin the fun. The art, so this is from Kit Art LMAO.
Oh, love Kit Art
his
LMAO.
personal artist that he has
Yes.
over there on the Instagrams, and I swear her art is getting better. It's a pretty sharp piece of cartooning, and it's you and I doing a podcast and hiding from the algorithm. So we're trying to, which of course is impossible. So I will post that. Ooh, no, I just deleted it. Sorry, marking
God
is on
damn
red.
it, Jeff.
Strange. Anyway, the point of this is that he sent us a
All right. So I have no idea. Like, why did it seem so quiet? Like my mic is good. Like I'm loud. So when Lasagna gets here, she can be happy. She can hear me. Um, I got the slideshow volume all the way up too. All right. Well, we'll just figure it out. We got 9 seconds, everybody. Hang out. like I have this stuff set up before before we get started, and then like all of a sudden, like it's like I have no idea what I'm doing. 103 episodes in, and I have no idea where any of the volume is. I don't know where any of the pre-show music is. Hi, Grandma. Grandma just got here. It's my pockets, guys. 103. How exciting is that? Um, we're just 97 away from doing another marathon episode. Do you know what? Um, I'm calling it right now. The next marathon, I'm going to play both the first part and the second part. The first 100 and the second 100 again. You know what? I'm curious. If I not just deleted, if I removed the lost episode, when would you guys notice? Where would I hide it? So you can only find it in one place. Anyway, hey, it's my pockets. Uh, oh my God, like all over the place. I have recorded a handful, two two handfuls and a little extra. Thoughts and ideas throughout the week. I'm gonna play them for you. We're gonna comment. We're gonna have a good time. Um, Lasagna's not feeling well, so hopefully she's resting up. Maybe she's listening. Maybe not. Hammer might be coming in shortly. Hi, Mom. So, yeah, let's go and get this thing started, guys. Boom! It's hammer time with the best lasagna ever. Yeah. Uh, hey, cool. Lasagna's here. I think it's fitting that she's here. She's the best ever. Let's get on with some mind pockets. Happy birthday to Lasagna! Technically a week late, but no mind pocket. Mind pocket was done last week before I could say happy birthday. So I'm still a monster. But hey, Lasagna, happy birthday! Ah! Uh, so like a whole comedy of errors happened last week. Mind pockets before I go to Lasagna and Hammers is done. I put the show together, all of it's done, right? So her birthday mind pocket is technically recorded after the show's set up, right? Like still on birthday, but she hears it a week late. It's all cool. But then it's like you go over there and say hi, and then you completely forget to say fucking happy birthday on her birthday. Like she gave me the pass and was like, "You're not a monster or a horrible person," but like I'm borderline horrible person. Like it wasn't that long ago. I got all fucking sad dad about fucking nobody remembering my birthday, and then all of a sudden I'm like, "Here you go, lasagna. I'm gonna forget yours by a day, dude." No joke. I forgot it by like fucking like 12 minutes. Like, oh, I was stressed out about uh where the cat food is, how to clean a whatchamacallit, a litter box. I got distracted. I was there for business, not casual. We didn't even record last week. So it's kind of their fault. But happy birthday, lasagna. Woo! I think they went out of town for a little bit. That's why I was cat sitting ish. Um, oh, okay, real quick. Did you guys watch any of the footage of when I was in your house? Like, did you get like when it because obviously you knew when I got there. I podcasted Monday from hi Nikki. I podcasted from your couch. 2 episodes with the Whimsy kids. Um, oh man, there's a we're gonna try and get a hold of some of this footage to see what Ben does in one's home, knowing that you're watching him, but you're also trusting him with your cat babies. So saw the crab walk. we'll share that clip, then rant about some invading gnome or something. Oh man, we had fun. I'm not gonna go too much into my experiences over there. Maybe I'll go into it next week. There's a chance. When we first started the podcast, we started with the idea of like, let's do some birthday episodes, right? So we had Liam's birthday, which was the original thing that got us started. Um, Nikki has had a birthday every year. JJ's done a birthday every year. Um, Technically, I think Liam maybe not. I think Liam might have missed one. But we like to do birthday episodes. I think it's kind of nice to have like this little snapshot every year where we get to talk about the previous year, what you hope for next year. So I'm hoping for next week. Maybe we can I can shoot over to Lasagna's, hang out with Hammer. Um, I was putting together uh, some dates and some data for the upcoming yearbook coming up in July. Um, in theory, Nikki, when's the last day of school? I did complain about not being talked to through the camera. How come nobody like Esther was there? You talked to Esther. I'm there. Nothing. You didn't even want to talk to me. Um, but Lasagna and Hammer were the first new guests of year three. So I think it'd be cool to have them on again on the regular podcast. We got them on the movie that made us. So we're going to try to get them on maybe next week. We'll see what happens. And then we can get into the shenanigans um, of that gnome invasion, May 21. So yeah, May 21, Nikki starts getting to work. So I'm just trying to get everything for her when she gets ready to start working on it in the beginning of June. She's pretty good about getting it done in 3 weeks, but there's a lot of stuff year three that we did. So um, yeah, and Lasagna Hammer was one of the things that happened. But yes, happy birthday. Hope you had a good birthday. You were out of town. No, you were not out of town yet. You were here in town still. That was the point of me being a monster. Shit. But I hope you had a good time while you were out of town. That's all I was trying to get at. But yeah, that's all. Happy birthday. Overall, a really good weekend. No complaints. But it does make me think about, sometimes some people are bad influences on you. You got to like, uh, you know, you try to resist it, but they're bad influence, and that's why. So, but no, overall, really good weekend. Had fun. Um, that's it. So, just shout out to my bad influences. They weren't bad influences. I don't even know if they're watching. um, Last weekend, super cool. I don't know how much I talked about it on Monday. Hung out with the Kelly clan. That was in town, so we hung out with them. We did some park. We went up to lunch, hung out, chit chatted a little bit. It was a good day overall. So, uh, thank you guys for the invite to come hang out with the your side of the family. So, thank you. And then, uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have an open water. I thought I opened this water. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Hold on. Woo woo! Hey, suggested articles, man. Fucking shout out to those guys. I sent them a new comic that I did for them. That Kit did for them, and they liked it, and they gave it a little compliment to Kit. So fucking shout out to my boys, and fucking told you, I told everybody, Kit was getting better, and the these things are looking good, and they appreciated it. A couple of weeks ago, I started trying Kit comics again, and I made the comment that like there was a noticeable I don't want to say an improvement because her art's always been good, but she's really starting to understand the whimsiness of it all, right? Like I give her a script and I think she's understanding like the like how like where all the whimsy goes. And I made a comment that says I think that her comics are looking fucking amazing right now, and I'm super happy with them. I'm fucking laughing out loud at some of these comics that she's drawing. But then I was listening to the boys that suggested articles, and here's the comic. I think you guys can hear it. We'll see. For whatever reason, it seemed like it wouldn't play loud enough. But hold on.
Anyway, the point of this is that he sent us a little algo cartoon, and I'm not going to read it because that would ruin the fun. The art, so this is from Kit Art LMAO, his personal artist that he has over there on the Instagrams, and I swear her art is getting better. It's a pretty sharp piece of cartooning, and it's you and I doing a podcast and hiding from the algorithm. So we're trying to, which of course is impossible. So I will post that. Ooh, no, I just deleted it. Sorry.
God damn it, Jeff.
But yeah, I just thought it was totally cool that because I occasionally like to draw them a comic. I think they like. I think I want to do one where because Jeff 2F Jeff doesn't have a special hat or some kind of identifier. So I want to do an episode with a comic with that. But I just thought it was really interesting that they also see. Well, I hate using the word improvement because it's not necessarily an improvement. There was nothing wrong with it, but just like the quality is getting better, which is the same fucking thing. All right, it's improving. All right, I don't know a better word. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed listen. Okay, I send him an email like every other week, right? So like every other episode, they read an email from me. So like I didn't necessarily know they were going to say anything nice about the comic. But I did send them the comic, and I do when new episodes come out. I swear to you, the first thing I do, I turn it on and I fast forward to whenever they're talking about Ben. Um, but yeah, man, I get a kick out of listening to these guys talk about me. So thank you to suggested articles, and thank you to Kit for the cool artwork, man. We're gonna get some more of that stuff out there. So, um, surprise, that's the comic you guys are gonna see on Monday. I just finished watching like Doc, right? I think it was like episode 18, season 2. The worst episode of television I've ever seen in my life. Like it was so bad. So, all right. So, exposition in TV, right? Is like characters inserting like essential background information, like setting up either the scene or some details or some plot context. Dude, this entire episode, I shit you not, 30 to 40, if not more, pieces of exposition, and then there's the B story of like the love story, and then like that had like 15 pieces. Dude, this is like the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. It was like a script read, and they read all of the fucking like the fucking notes in the margins, man. It was so weird. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my god. This is the weirdest. This is the weirdest episode I've ever watched. Oh my. Okay, Doc, right? It's like a real tame version of House. Okay, but like I love House. I love The Pit. People watch ER, right? So I 100% understand like certain expositions need to be uh like they're in there to help explain what's going on, right? So like, but normally, okay, ready? Here's my medical drama. Here's a Whimsy medical drama, right? Hey, I need help. Boom, right? Paramedics come in and be like, we got a guy who was in a car accident, head wound. We need to stop the bleeding, right? Boom. Okay, we know what the problem is. We know that it's a guy. There was a car accident. We know that there's a head wound. Now he's bleeding. I swear to you, watch Doc, season 2, episode 18. It is fucking bonkers. Like, okay, so they're walking in the woods. Like the whole episode, none of it makes sense, dude. None of it makes sense. It's the worst episode I've ever seen. Okay, but hold on. Okay, you got the two people walking in the snow with their daughter, and then they're like, "Oh no, there's a guy on the ground." And then they both run over and they're like, "We're doctors." I can swear to you, they announce that they're doctors, and then they're like, "He looks like he's unconscious. His pulse is weak," and they're just like everything that they look at, they're just saying out loud and just describing everything. And then they're like, "He's gonna have hypothermia," and then they're like, "Hypothermia can cause seizures," and then they announced, and then they're like, "Well, if he seizes, we're not gonna be able to help him," and then like, "We need to get him to a warm place," and they're like, "Maybe there's a cabin nearby," and then no joke, they turn around and they're like, "Hey, look, there's a cabin over there," and then like, and then they like, and they're like, "We gotta be careful when we move him. We don't want." So then they move him inside, and then they're like, "We gotta warm him up." Like we already know that you have to warm him up. You said it fucking earlier, right? Like literally 45 seconds ago. And then they're inside, and then like, how do we start a fire? And they're like, "Maybe we need some dry wood." And they turn around like, "Hey, look, we found some dry wood." And then they're like, "Hopefully we can find a lighter." And then they're like, "No lighter. I found two matches." And then he's like, "Hopefully these two matches will be enough." It didn't stop. It didn't stop for 28 minutes, guys. Like that's all they did the whole time. I absolutely, dude. I rewatched it today because I was gonna start counting it. Like literally the whole time. And then they're like, "Daughter, go to the car and uh, go call an ambulance." So they're like, "Okay." Remember earlier in the episode, we drove by a gas station, and remember fucking 4 minutes ago when we were like, "Oh man, there's no cell service," right? So you need to get in the car and go to either one of those two places. And then they're like, here's what kills me about this show, right? These two doctors are like the top of their game. They're like, "Go get medical help," and then while you call for the ambulance, ask them for the guy's medical history in case there's some kind of underlining like issue. We can help him out because we're fucking like bomb at this doctor thing. It was the worst episode I've ever seen in my life. I have never seen somebody describe so much stuff that we already knew. It was like, oh my god, please, somebody please watch the episode. It's on fucking Hulu, Doc, season 2, episode 18. What? Like, tell me you couldn't, like, I bet you right now, you can't get to the 30-minute mark on this thing. This thing was amazing of how much, like, I get you have to talk doctory in these shows. I get it. But this was too much. It absolutely, like, I rarely talk about TV shows, right? But this episode, absolutely the worst I've ever seen. It was amazing how crazy it was. Absolutely not. I'm angry just listening to the description. Dude, it is wild. I cannot believe it at all. And then there's the B story, right? So she got in a car accident. She loses her memory. So as she's trying to heal, the other doctor is her husband, but they broke up and they got like they're getting divorced. And like now she realizes like, "Oh, I do remember why I love this guy." And he's like, "Yeah, because you lost fucking all your memory." And then there's this weird like, "No, you're the best. No, you're the best. No, you're the best doctor. I wish you were the best doctor." Dude, I cannot. Lasagna Hammer. Remind me next week. I'm gonna play you like 3 minutes of it. It is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, thank you so much for that. It's very. I'm telling you right now, this is very passionate mind pockets this week. So fucking buckle up, everybody. Okay, because uh number 11 is gonna get crazy. Oh, all right. I'm done with that one. Doc, bad. How do you know if a tire has like a slow leak in it? Because like, if the tire just only stops at 26 psi, and then you air it up, and then again in the morning, it drops to the 26. Like, wouldn't the slow leak keep leaking? Like, why do you keep stopping at 26? Like, okay, yes, we know. Yeah, go get the tire fixed, Ben. But I'm curious. I would like to understand how a slow leak. Because now I don't think this is a pressure thing anymore. I don't think it's a temperature thing. So wouldn't it keep getting lower if it had a slow leak? All right. Like if I had a nail in my tire and that shit just started leaking out, right? Like I've had that before. Like that's why I bought an air compressor for my tires. Because like every once in a while, like it could be a nail or a piece of debris in your tire. So I was thinking, but what is it about it that it doesn't keep leaking to zero? Like I get that it would go. I air it up to 33, and then you let it sit long enough, it comes down to 26. But why is it like? Where's the science behind it that says still belted R word, my friend? Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. Okay, so we're saying that's the way that the tires are built, that um, they maintain a certain level of shape and pressure despite. Hold on, dude, I'm straight googling this real quick. I got to figure out how to say that R word, but other than that, standard model vehicle features internal steel belt running directly beneath the treads, perpendicular and sideways, 90 degrees. This design offers superior strength, long tread life, enhances puncture resistance, better fuel efficiency, and a smoother, cool running ride compared to alternatives. Uh, okay, let's see. Stops leaking. Uh, Usually in our school punctures or bad rim, common fixes, including. All right. Okay. Well, hey, that's the answer I wanted. Thank you. The way the tire is designed, the steel mesh in the rubber that helps keep the shape, even though it's slow on air. Boom. Boom. Okay. Okay. See? That's why you got a tire swing at the fucking park. That's why it's not all flat. Because it's all like all of it's like, dude, my whole universe is like just coming together right now, man. Like everything just makes sense. I just needed to know. Like, Hammer's a good guy. Lasagna, you're a fucking lucky girl. All right, everybody, we learned something. Fucking woo woo. All right, got the answer I wanted.
At Nature's Wings, we're all about skincare that truly cares for you. Our mission is simple: create high quality, homemade products that nourish both the body and the soul. Every bath bomb, every bar of soap, every handcrafted item starts with natural ingredients chosen to support all skin types, gentle, thoughtful, and made with intention. We're proud to be a local small business, committed to bringing you products that feel good, smell amazing, and elevate your everyday self-care. Nature's Wings, naturally crafted, made from the heart. Check us out at natureswings75.com.
Finally got back into Peacock, and I don't know why. I do not know why. The first thing that I decided to watch was to catch up on fucking Happy's Place. Why am I still watching this thing? But side note, I'm gonna see if I can find a copy of it. One of the best scenes I've ever seen in my life. Fucking Reba broke, and it was hilarious. I absolutely loved it. But still, no idea why I watched this show. Um, there is something playing right now, and I don't know what's playing, but it's just, oh, is that like something is playing in the background? I don't know what it is, but it's 10 seconds in. I'm trying not to touch anything right now. Anyway, all right, Happy's Place, uh, Reba breaks. Um, Mom bailed on this thing by episode 4, and I get it. Like it is a hard hard show to watch sometimes. It's like way too woke and like way too nice. And I can't really handle it that much. Um, but 100%. Reba herself. Oh, Nikki, hold on. Okay. Nikki would enjoy this because she watched the show too. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can figure this out. Um, okay, hold on. So we're gonna do. Hold on. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. We're gonna see if I can play this without getting fucking shut down. Okay, so we're gonna go here. We go to YouTube. We go to YouTube, and then we gotta turn on the YouTube. All right, check this out. Fucking hilarious. Okay, so in Happy's place, okay, okay, Reba's dad dies and she gets his bar, Happy's place. And then we find out that she has uh, a younger fucking like a fucking millennial sister. And her sister is um, like just over the top, she's like the wokest person I've ever seen in my life. And it's so hard to watch sometimes. But occasionally, they bring in some people. But check out this scene. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. They want to make a commercial, but Reba, for whatever reason, isn't a good actor. So they're like, we're going to hire somebody. So we're going to hire this girl. And if anybody ever watched any of Reba's stuff, you know who this girl is. But watch, check it out. Kidding me? Like, that is a brilliant, brilliant joke. I absolutely love it. The show, the show is a guilty pleasure, man. Like I'm watching it. I enjoy Reba. She's fun, but that line was absolutely adorable. And then you can see her crack a little bit. I'm assuming that's the plot of Reba, which was her show on WB fucking forever ago. I just thought that is the most adorable. Like, oh, it's so cute. I loved it.
I need to learn to stay busy and doing something because if I get a little bit of free time combined with maybe a little bit of tired, guess what I come up with? I want to start smelting now. I want to get me a fucking fiery thingy and a fucking bowl to heat up some oil, some metals, dude. I want to start smelting stuff, man. How cool would that be? Make my own fucking merch out of metal. Okay, I'm not going to yet, but don't think I need to spend a day looking at materials.
Nikki, they had other actors from the old show, and he threw in a reference to the old show as well. Yeah, the one where Van, he came in. That was a brilliant episode. They brought Dad in. But yeah, occasionally they reference it, and it's the most adorable thing when it happens. But that last clip, I've never seen her break that hard, and I love that they left it in there. Um, Mind Pocket number 7. Okay, here's what I found out in my research of smelting. I don't want to smelt. Okay, smelting is the act of heating metal to a point that separates like imperfections and shit, and then making more metal, like turning a metal into a different type of metal kind of thing, right? I just want to melt. All right, I just want to melt metal. That's what I want to do right now. I want to make, dude. I went online. I found a place to make little granite um molds. Okay, so I get a granite mold. I haven't even found one that does coins. Okay, so now I got coin. I got a coin mold. Okay, and then you put them together, and then I'm gonna get my little bowl, right? And I'm gonna drop in my my fucking lead. I'm gonna heat that bitch up until it's like molten hot, and then I think I'm gonna be able to just pour it into my my thing, and just let it cool, and then start making my own coins. like this is the worst idea I've ever had, but I think it's the coolest. You should try pottery first. Work up to that. As a dude who knows tools and stuff, don't just start smelting. No, no, I gotta start smelting, man. Uh, then remove how. It's gonna start doing resin, fucking epoxy. So I bought some stuff. I bought fucking 3 gallons of all of it. I'm in the garage, just fucking like mixing it, dude. I got it everywhere, dude. Like there's stuff that's still sticky that still hasn't dried, dude. It was a mess. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. Then visit CER. Some of these cool little gnome. Uh, like okay, we have the wooden tokens. I have the acrylic ones now, but then I'm like, oh, I need ones in metal. Maybe I can make my own metal, right? Pewter, I think melts at a pretty like the a very low heat. Like I can take some pewter and then just like pour it into a mold and like boom, call it a day. I'm giving out metal tokens now. We have officially Nikki fans. That was glass blowing. Yeah, dude, no idea. See, glass blowing, you need a much bigger flame and more heat. You go online, you get the little stove, and you get the little cup, and then it heats it all up. Dude, I watched a fucking 3 minute video. I can totally do this. have have your artist mock up a Whimsy gnome in a body cast. Oh, we should. Okay, we take all of Ben's weird ideas and we do it's basically a good idea, bad idea comic, right? Where it's like panel one, let's blow some glass. And then it's like 2 and 3 is me attempting to blow glass. And then 4 will just be like broken glass in a small fire. I like it. We should. We, good idea, bad idea. I like it. We're gonna work into this. Um, yeah, for no joke. I lost a day. I researched because I even looked it up. I'm like, because I wanted to make sure I like looked smart with this mind pocket and found out smelting. But then I realized it's not smelting. Melting is what I want to do. I just want to melt and just make some metal shit. But it sounds so much fun. So then I just like, oh man, it's gonna burn. I'm burning like I don't know, man. I like here's how you know I won't do it. I can't do the air fryer without dipping my hands in to grab the basket to fucking take the food out. Like, what makes me think I'm like, because I'm gonna put my lead into the little bowl to melt it and be like, oh, that piece didn't go down enough, and I just touch it and try to push it back down. No, no, we're not going to do that yet. Yet, if I can find here's what's really holding me back. If I can find somebody to make me a mold that will withstand the heat like a granite mold, that's not $50 a mold. If I can find someone that make me $10 molds, I swear to God, I'm melting metal. That's all I know. For $10 molds, boom, just melting stuff.
All right, I've been thinking, right? Last episode Lynn was on, all fun and games. But what if? Do I need to start creating like a hidden old man brand, like a old man Whimsy brand, so that Lynn can't get rid of that? Like he gets rid of the regular CTW. Sophie's got Whimsy flowers. Do I hide and do I create a hidden brand to sneak up on everybody?
Go listen to 2 weeks ago Liam's episode. 162-ish? 165. there was a discussion of what happens when Ben dies. What does Liam get? First thing on the table was, what do you want to do with the podcast, Liam? He's like, let it die. I'm like, what if I have unreleased episodes? He's like, fucking let him go. Um, he maybe attempted to consider uh, the small spike in viewership to be like, hey, Dad's last couple episodes, but for the most part, he's ready to let it go. Like not even uh, like Mom can't have it, Nikki can't have it. He's like Sophie can't have it. He seems a little irritated that Sophie has her own gnome brand. So now I'm thinking, do I need to create an old man Whimsy brand that's separate from chasing the Whimsy? So I get hit by a bus. Liam's like, no more Whimsy. No, no, no. Old man Whimsy's over here. Unreleased. Like, um, remember how the guy Danes, he just passed away. He had his last words video come out on Netflix. Like, what if I have that? Like, what if right now there's like 11 like episodes ready to go the second I die, boom, and they're out. So like I die 25 years from now, you're gonna hear 25-year-old episodes. Like, how cool would that be? Um, I just don't like. I really don't like the idea that the podcast just dies. Um, I'm curious. I know it was all fun and games, but I am curious. I'm like 50-50. I'm pretty sure Liam's like, no, fucking let it go. Um, so I mean, I guess Nikki's gonna have to fight the lawyers for it a little bit. I mean, I don't know how we show ownership of a podcast that Liam is part of but hasn't paid for. And if so, then we just buy him out. All right. So I think that's the goal is we fight Liam for CTW proper. We pay him off if we have to, and then we do something crazy with all of Ben's extra hidden shit. Lasagna, sorry. Like whoever looks through all of this, all the dude, hard drives everywhere. I got stuff recorded everywhere. There's a handful of things that have never been released. But find them, put them out. That's all I'm saying. So it's either create a small brand, a hidden brand, or we fight to the death for who gets it, Nikki or Liam. This episode serves as proof of your final wishes. Thank you. Write that down. 103. Um, yeah, I just don't like the whole idea. He said that he would leave up all the previous episodes, but nothing new would come out. Because I was trying to find the workaround of like, what if I started recording every week, like an extra episode of when I'm dead, like episodes. Who knows what the hell they're about? But like every week, I go like 15, 25 more years, and then it's like times 50. So now there's 400, 4,000, 20 years. Yeah, yeah, 2,000 extra episodes. That when I die, boom, you play those out and they just release automatically. I think that would be fantastic. So, but yes, proof. My final wishes is not to let it die. So we got to figure out some way. If I would love for Liam to be a part of it, to be honest with you, I'd love for Liam to be like, step up and be like, I'm going to fucking old man this bitch. He's uh, like, he turns it into uh like a weird Fortnite channel or he like a weird, like he just changes the whole brand. He's like, hey man, we're just looking at quarters all week, and he's just like flipping through quarters and shit. But yes, so hopefully I like Liam to take over. But if not, Sophie I think would at one point might take it over. Or you just play all Ben's old unreleased stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. JJ want to do something? Hey man, come play. So we'll see.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but then another part happened in this movie. So my mom and my grandma were like, "Hey man, you watch this movie? It's really fucking good. Like it's so good." So I'm like, "All right, I'll watch it." Right? Okay. So we got Ben freaking out about the universe. Fucking universe keeps talking to Ben. Then we have an episode where Liam's like, maybe Ben gets hit by a car or a bus. No joke. Fucking I'm watching this TV show. Lady gets hit by a car twice in the same spot. What? I don't need that kind of fucking universe. Like, I don't need to be. I don't need that stuff in my universe right now. Just kidding. Love you guys.
I was watching it. I was like, okay, I'm like, it was Sing Song Blue, the Neil Diamond cover band Thunder and Lightning, Lightning and Thunder, Thunder and Lightning. It was a cute. I enjoyed it. It was cute. I thought it was fun. And then it was just like, okay, so it's older Hugh Jackman who's like, I want to chase my dreams and be Neil Diamond, right? So I'm like, I have no idea what that feels like. I'm fucking old. I'm like, I want to be a podcaster. And then all of a sudden he's like, boom, find the love of my life. And then his wife gets hit by a car in her front yard. Spoiler, sorry everybody, right? And then oh no, like I'm gonna bring her back and like, dude, happy ending. And then no joke, fucking again, another car comes screaming by, almost hits her. It's like, dude, it was the funniest thing I've ever heard about. Like, it was absolutely adorable to watch the car crash into the house twice. It was just so funny. I just thought it was funny. It was just because like when I watch TV now, I really, really put myself in. Like I try to identify as much as I can in everything that I'm watching right now. Like the Madison, it's a story about me. Right? It's about legacy. Like, what do you do with your legacy? What happens to it? So that was my whole thing. So now I'm like, so now my mom and grandma are like, hey man, you can chase your dreams and you could be on top, right? Cool. Don't watch the end of that movie, which means don't meet your heroes, Ben. That's how we circumvent the universe in this movie. Uh, I just thought it was funny. The the lady literally got almost hit by the car, a different car twice in the same place. Uh, but yeah, I can't immerse myself into a TV show or a movie and then something bad happen without me freaking out a little bit. Uh, but hey, fuck it. She didn't die. Boom. I get hit by a bus. I walk away. I almost get hit by a second bus. I'm still good. That's the moral of the story. I'm assuming is you can get hit by a bus if you want because you're gonna walk it off and then miss the second one. So that's what I'm taking from this movie right now. I'm hoping.
I wonder sometimes the different chapters, right, that we have. Like, I don't know why I'm stuck on this whole fucking this thing that Liam fucking got me stuck in, but I wonder what would Liam be like if he didn't get into wrestling and just and kept up on baseball? Like if he never traded sports. Like I know he'd still be 15, 16. And it's still probably like a huge pain. But I wonder. I wonder. Anyway, that's all.
Yeah. I don't. I honestly don't know what it is about like the last like 2 weeks where I'm just stuck thinking about the lot. Like, uh, weird. Because uh duh. Because I'm starting to like organize some thoughts. Right. And I'm looking at the different chapters of life, and then you get to some of these chapters where it's like, what if I never went to school? Like, I took college classes and I stayed bowling. Like, my entire life completely changes based off of that one decision. Like, everything's completely different. Um, I don't eat lasagna. I don't go to school. I stay bowling. I'd probably become more of a douchebag, but I'm like God given talent, so I'd probably be a professional at this point. Um, Liam's never born. Oh man, like everything changes. So, um, like Liam, he's still at that age, right? Where like his whole life doesn't change, but does like that's where I was kind of curious at. Like me deciding to go to school and not bowl anymore, huge changes. Like that moment, instantly butterfly effect for sure. Instantly, like the bowling versus school drastically determined what I'm doing today. Liam's at an age though where at fucking 13, 14, he doesn't go to wrestling. He stays in baseball. Like his butterfly effect in, I don't know, like does it have like a significantly bigger impact? I guess it does. Like what he gets real good, he goes pro and he's playing for the Yankees, right? So that's like that direction. And then because he picked up wrestling, he's never a pro baseball player. Basically what I'm trying to get at, right, is how do we make it more about Ben? Is really what we're trying to get at here. Is how do I get my fucking son to fucking hang out and come talk to me, man? I'm like, maybe if he was playing baseball, he would talk to me more. And then I was like, maybe probably not, because he would still have all the practice. Um, I don't know. I think some of it is when he was playing baseball, he was really into baseball. Like listen to the episodes back where we were talking. Remember the episode where Liam literally named every baseball stadium in every city that they're in? Like baseball Liam is like wildly passionate about baseball. We talked about we watched Moneyball and he fucking loved it, even though it's like so like. But then like the wrestling part of it, although very passionate about it, not one that he like easily expresses outwards. Like we all know Liam likes to wrestle, but like we're not watching old wrestling matches. We're not looking at like top 10 baseball hits. We're not looking at stadiums and submission moves and like I don't know if I could put together or if he would even want to play a episode in which I do top wrestling things. But if I did baseball things, he'd fucking play for days. Uh, so I think that was part of where I was thinking is like he's more passionate with baseball outward, but wrestling because none of us can fucking relate to it. I guess um, it's a little bit different. So that's where I was getting at is like that chapter. What would it look like today, 2 years later, if we did go and split off into to wrestling? Uh, uh, Interesting though. Interesting stuff. FYI, don't deep dive too hard about fucking changing chapters and butterfly affecting, man. You get into all kinds of weird places, man. Um, yeah, but he does like he's more active. He out there playing baseball. Like we could totally have done like a T-ball um for birthday if he wanted to. But I mean he still probably would now, but like if he was immersed into baseball, maybe he'd do it more. I don't know. All right, last one.
I hate bad interviews. Like this guy, okay? So, real quick, small backstory. Meta, Facebook, and YouTube, Google, just got sued and then they lost. So, huge like payouts going on right now. So, huge like groundbreaking lawsuits happening right now. Get that. But then this fucking guy, Jacob Ward, comes on the fucking news and was like, I swear to God, he said, this is the end of social media as we know it and the end of childhood as we see it. What the fuck? Like, Oh, come on, dude. So now, because of that, I went deep dive. I might have a topic for Monday, a little bit of a rant, but some real interesting kind of thoughts. But, dude, like I get it, but the idea like we're gonna just all of a sudden lose social media, get off my back, dude. Like, come on. All right, I'll rant some more.
Uh, like, come back. I have no idea what Monday's going to look like. All I know is I rarely. It's not like it's not uncommon. Like sometimes I'll find a conversation that I'm ish passionate about right now, and this one right now, comparing it to other major lawsuits and the impact that those other lawsuits have had. Okay, so here's the problem I have. YouTube, or Meta and YouTube, just lost like 375 million in Mexico for child exploitation issues, and then they lost like fucking another 200 million in LA because they've determined that Meta, Facebook, YouTube created a platform that is addictive and dangerous to kids. I'm not going to argue that point. Fine, I get it. Okay. But the idea of this guy who comes on, like literally 12 hours after they announced that they lost, right? This guy decides to come on the fucking news and was like, huzzah! Fucking success. He's like, because of this sets precedence, right? uh and it does. And like, I get that part that says that we can now start to hold accountable social media and YouTube to certain uh like their role in everybody just fucking like, because we're all addicted, like we're all addicted to it, right? Like I watch, like, no joke, sorry JJ, nothing wrong about you, man, but like I watched it for like fucking 20 minutes just fucking scrolling through thumbnails, and there's nothing wrong with it because I do the same thing, right? So like I get that there's a certain problem with the social media. I'm not going to argue that point, but the idea that this guy is like, okay, here's his math. He says in LA that they're going to pay out $200 million, and then he says because they won, now we have 12,000 other cases or 1,200 other cases uh, that are similar, which then means he's like, well, they should all get similar payouts. Okay, so he's like, 12,000 times 2 million or 200 million. He's like, we're in the billions now, and he's like, company can't fucking survive that. I'm like, on paper, that math almost works, like almost. Okay, there's a reality that is absolutely blowing my mind. The idea that anybody thinks that tomorrow we're just going to shut off all social media and just close down YouTube, like there's absolutely no way like any of that will happen, like at all. Like there's no way you can get rid of YouTube, and there's no way you can get rid of the social medias, right? So like Monday, I'm gonna rant a little bit more about it, okay? But for a small example, I'll give you one example of kind of where I'm thinking, right? In 1998, there was a settlement for 387 billion with a B $1 billion settlement paid out for a fucking big tobacco. Um, Agreed. Big tobacco should have to pay, right? That was in 1998. We are now to what we're 2026. Guess what? Cigarettes still exist, and they still make a $1 billion a year. Are you kidding? Like, that's what bothers me. Is there like how can they just think like we're just gonna shut down social media? Big tobacco, they fucking killed people for hundreds of years, and they're still killing people. and people still buying cigarettes. Like, come back on Monday. I'm gonna see if I can. I believe Big Tobacco wrote a check for that out of their slush funds. Absolutely, and it's like, it's. I mean, I'm in zero position to fucking uh to fucking try to fix the problem, but I am interested in the similarities to groundbreaking settlements and these court cases where they're like, oh, they're going to revolutionize and change the world. They don't. They don't at all. Like, uh, it's absolutely bonkers. I got like 5 examples of settlements and events that have like defined like entire like sections of our history, like recent history, like 98, like boom. So the only thing that changed after 98 was like, oh, cool, we'll just write a check. Sorry. And then, by the way, we're just going to put a fucking label, a warning on it, and now we're covered. It's bad for you. Keep smoking. And then we keep smoking. And now you can't sue me anymore because I already told you it's bad for you. So all that's happens, like, the spoiler, here's the end of my fucking argument on Monday, is going to be like, Facebook and YouTube and fucking all the social medias just have a fucking disclosure on it. Like Pokemon Go. When you first open Pokemon Go, it says, don't trespass and be aware of your surroundings, right? So when I walk out into the middle of the traffic and I get hit by a bus, I can't sue fucking Pokemon. So now every time you open up fucking Facebook, it says, hey, FYI, this might be addictive. Okay, boom. And now they just wash your hands of it. It, it blows my mind. I don't know why people are uh, like I do think they should be held accountable uh, to like a certain extent. I don't know how to fix any of it, to be honest. Like I'm like again, that's not where I'm at. I just want to just really just shine a light on like this the huge corruption. When you have enough money, big oil. Like the idea that if you have big in front of anything that you are, you can just do whatever you want. That's basically what happens. Um, Big oil. There's a bunch of like I said, there's a couple of examples that I think are just interesting and just fascinating. Um, like how can we hold somebody accountable to the tune of like $300 billion and no a single person gets arrested? That is blows my mind. We're gonna be like, people have to make decisions that were like, we're gonna create this platform that's just wildly addictive to everything. Um, and we're gonna eventually get sued and we're gonna have to pay out billions and billions of dollars. And then like we're just like, hey, as long as you pay, you're okay. Like, cool, I guess. Oh, accountability is funny. Absolutely. Dude, don't get me started. The housing market, the crash of '08. Guess how many people got arrested for that thing? I'll come back Monday and find out. But I just really don't like the news sometimes when like you really I wish they would have stuck to more of the facts of here's what like show some precedent um compare it to like big tobacco and be like, hey, this is an interesting day, they lost, like they're obviously going to appeal it, but depending on how the appeals go, we got 1,200 other cases going. Here's how big tobacco's had to combat these things, like and just like, I don't know, like study the fucking data and not just make it up and just be like, oh, we're gonna social media tomorrow is gonna be shut off. Like I absolutely I cannot handle that kind of fucking journalism, man. Like I just can't. And ugh. All right, that's all I got. That's number 11. So come back on Monday. The rant will be much smaller, but it's gonna be a small PowerPoint, just really comparing um, Meta YouTube versus um, 5 or 6 other huge payouts, and then compare like what like the global impact these 5 other settlements had globally, what the payout was for, and then who was all held accountable for it. It's gonna be it's wild. It's absolutely wild. I don't know why I picked this one for Monday, but I enjoyed it. I really, I like a nice compare and contrast, like compare some shit, because it blows my mind. It's so weird. Hammer will be like, I'm calling off Monday. I'm watching at noon, 12:30. Hammer, you can be on there. You can rant with me. Um, so weird. That's the end of the show, guys. Hey, 9:02. We don't have to do a quick filler on the back end. But Patreon people, Andy, Nikki, your family, Megan, your family, Joyce, and Ender Frog, EC1, Violet, Lasagna Hammer, Blake, Vinny S, Kelly, Megan, Kit, and Nature's Wings 75. Thank you guys for the support. Yes, good night. Good night, Grandma. Thank you guys for the support. Tell your friends and family about the Patreon. The $4 help us. It'll help us get some new videos for the movies that made us that we want to do. And sign up for the $10. We got the yearbook coming out. Everybody should be paid up through May. So everybody should have everything through May, which would mean July. That's the next gift that will go out. That's the yearbook. If you guys want a copy of the yearbook, it's going to be a good one. An amazing year 3. Sign up for the Patreon at the $10 tier. Get your copy of your book. It's going to be absolutely amazing. I think I just talked to Nikki today about it. So I don't know if she has any ideas yet, what she wants to do with it. But I'm already starting to put pictures together and getting all the material that she needs to put together an amazing book. So that is it for the show. It's 9:03. Happy birthday to Lasagna again. Lasagna, also hope that you're feeling better. Thank you guys for hanging out. Nikki, thank you for hanging out. It was good to see you in there. You got some fans now. Lasagna Hammer, absolutely love you. Thank you for my dude. I enjoyed this one. I had some laughs. Dude, this is probably one of the more ranty ones I've ever had, I think. I can't think of a good old ranty one. I ranted about Doc, the last one. I think like 3 of the 11 were ranty. Fucking good for Ben. I do enjoy a good rant. So thank you guys for just like really just fucking embracing my rant a little bit for me for a minute. Um, it was fun. I try not to think too much about the quality of the Lion Pockets, but afterwards, let's take a quick second to reflect. I think today was a solid fucking episode. I absolutely loved. I loved my description of Doc. I'm going to leave you on that. You guys have a good night. Whimsy.